A couple of people have asked how we handle the situation when we're doing a process capability study and our data are not normally distributed. And sometimes that's a problem. So this is a quick little video to help answer that question. First thing I would suggest is make sure that you're using the right index. I can make CPK whatever I want it to be, literally. PPK is a fair estimate of what your process is actually doing. So I would use that instead of CPK, and that'll keep you out of some trouble. I've got Quick Sigma open here, and I have some data up, and let's take a look at that. And here's some revenue data for a hypothetical company, and we're looking at that in an INMR chart. And as long as you're just looking at the INMR chart, there is no assumption of normality. Shewhart used the Chebyshev inequality, which is distribution independent. So if we're looking here, it's not a problem. Now, sometimes it's a problem when we get down here and we're looking at our four quality indices here. You see, I've put some spec limits in there, which automatically generates this stuff. And if I look at my Anderson-Darling test, there's no evidence that these data are not normally distributed. So for a process capability study, there's no reason to transform that. Here's another chart that I would not transform. This is warranty returns over time, and you see somebody's done some good work and driven those downstairs out of limit, and that's a good thing. This is not a stable and predictable process, and I wouldn't transform that. This is useful information, and the last thing you want to do is transform away that useful information. Let me show you one that is a little bit of a problem. These data are definitely not normally distributed. As a matter of fact, what I did is I took a bunch of normally distributed data and I raised it to the fourth power. So guaranteed non-normal. And down here on my Anderson-Darling test, sure enough, P equals 0, which says there's no doubt that our data are non-normal. So what do? Well, we use the Box-Cox transform, and that's built into Quick Sigma here. And what this does is it raises all of your data and your limits to an exponent that it calculates, and it goes in and finds out what that exponent needs to be in order to produce the most nearly normally distributed distribution you can get. So all you have to do then is click the transform button, and now you see that our data look nice and normally distributed. Our p-value is 0.928, which means that there's really zero evidence of non-normality here. And it informs me here that it has taken all of my data to the 0.084 power. Now, if I get tired of that game, then I can click Restore, and it'll go back. So that's how you handle things when your data are non-normally distributed in a process capability study. Hope that helps.